There are some changes made to the Broncos 53-man roster. We'll get into it, including losing their captain. Welcome into your Denver Sports Daily for September 26th. Let's go.
Taking you through your morning headlines, it's Denver Sports Daily with Rachel V-Hill.
Alex Singleton's season has come to a premature end. The Denver Broncos confirmed the inside linebacker and team captain sustained a season-ending ACL injury. Sean Payton said that Singleton will have ACL surgery in about 2 weeks, and he suffered the injury during the interception in the first quarter and kept playing. Pretty unbelievable for the fact that we literally did not know that he suffered an ACL injury. He played the entire game. I've watched the film. I've watched the all 22. He was all over the field and yet still had an ACL injury. Here's Sean Payton yesterday talking about this.
Singleton is going to be put on injured reserve. He had an ACL in last week's game, midway through the game. One in which, though, he played 2/3 of the game with it was kind of remarkable. And then he reported he felt a little soreness. They looked at it. We looked at it some more, and then sure enough, he'll be scheduled for surgery probably about 2 weeks from now. So Badie will be moved up to the active roster, and then we made some practice squad additions.
Losing Alex Singleton definitely hurts, but it makes a lot of sense of why they confirmed that they had signed linebacker Quan Alexander to the practice squad on Wednesday. He's a 30-year-old. He's attempting to play for his 10th season. He's been a starter for Tampa Bay, the 49ers. He played for Sean Payton with the Saints from 2020 to 2021. He's also played with the Jets and most recently the Steelers. He tore his Achilles last November, nearly 11 months ago, but he should be ready to go. So makes a lot of sense. I thought it was Baron Browning, but in fact, it is Alex Singleton. A massive bummer for this Denver Broncos team, losing a captain and somebody who has really been great on the communication line of this defense. So obviously we are wishing him a nice speedy recovery when he has his surgery in 2 weeks. Now, there's another thing that we need to discuss before we get into the changes that have been made to the 53-man roster. So we all remember Tyler Badie. Yes. In fact, we were calling him Badie, and then we were like, is it Badie? Is it Badie? Is it Badette? We don't really know. There was like a whole bunch to go on with this. But in fact, the number one question that was going to be asked to him when he met with the media yesterday was, how do you pronounce your last name? And in fact, they did just that. Take a listen.
Although we know what the first question is, pronounce your last name.
Badie. Badie. Let's get it out of the way.
You let us go a long time before you told us.
I did. There was some other things going on, but it's Badie. I'll clarify.
Did somebody finally say, will you please tell them?
Right.
Is that how it was pronounced growing up with your family?
No, actually not. I actually changed it myself, but some other things going on, some family things that I'll talk about later on. But right now, I'm just trying to focus on football right now.
So Tyler Badie, that's how we need to make sure we go forward saying it. And technically we weren't wrong because he didn't really mispronounce it, but he's changed it. So we said it earlier in the preseason. We all thought that his name was Badie or Badie. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to get myself confused. There's so many names. One way or another, he had one way that he had listed it, but now it has changed, like he said, for his family thing. He had gone about and changed it. But moving forward, Tyler Badie will be the Broncos running back because he, in fact, has made it onto the 53-man roster. The Broncos signed him on Wednesday, promoting him from the practice squad. In his 13 snaps against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week 3, Badie rushed the ball 9 times for 70 yards, while Javonte Williams and Jaleel McLaughlin have both, in fact, struggled. Sean Payton couldn't turn to rookie Audric Estime because he's on IR. He's dealing with a foot injury, and he skipped over rookie Blake Watson in favor of Badie also. He's been real decisive. He's had some big runs. He's smart, and he knows the system, and he knows the passing game. He brings a lot. That's coming from Sean Payton right there. So an excellent move. Excited for him now as he's on the official 53. Again, I totally have to agree. He's real decisive. And I thought that was fascinating from Sean Payton. If you tuned into Coffee Break yesterday, I gave you my observations from the game. And one of the things about Javonte Williams is one. He hasn't been doing great routes. He hasn't been making smart decisions there, but he also hasn't been real decisive. I mean, even in the split seconds that it takes you to try to decide what to do. So I thought it was really fascinating that Sean Payton came out and talked about him being real decisive, and he's had some big runs. So again, we'll see what ends up happening. The Broncos need to figure out the run game even more. So yes, they got the win on Sunday, but they really got to lock down and figure it out moving forward. Congratulations are in order though, because the Broncos kicker Will Lutz has been earned the Special Teams Player of the Week honors for the AFC for Week 3. But also, there's a few other guys that got named. So Lions punter Jack Fox also earned the Special Teams Player of the Week honors for the NFC. Lutz nailed 4 field goals and 2 extra points in the 26-7 win over the Bucs. Yet he has also not missed a kick this year. And then Fox landed 3 out of 5 of his punts inside the 10-yard line in Detroit's 20-13 win over the Cardinals. Then we'll go over to the defensive side of things. You got Colts cornerback Jalen Jones and Vikings defensive end Jonathan Greenard, who have earned the Defensive Player of the Week honors for Week 3. Jones had 2 interceptions. One of them was an amazing one-handed catch. It was all over the highlights on ESPN and SportsCenter in that 21-16 win over the Bears. And then Greenland sacked CJ Stroud, 3 times in the Vikings 34-7 route out of the Texans. And then for our offensive ones, it was actually 2 guys that we saw on Monday night. So a pair of Monday night heroes have earned Offensive Player of the Week honors for Week 3 of the NFL season. And that includes Bills' Josh Allen, who threw for 4 touchdowns in a 47-10 blowout of the Jaguars. It's the 13th time in his career that Allen has earned the award. And then you also have Commanders rookie Jaden Daniels, who took home the NFC prize for his breakout performance versus the Bengals, completing 21 of 23 passes for 254 yards with 2 touchdowns, along with 39 yards and a touchdown on the ground. So good stuff right there. Also, exciting news if you are a Colorado Avalanche fan and you are a Colorado or Denver Nuggets fan, Kroenke Sports and Entertainment announced today that a broadcast rights agreement with Tegna, who does Channel 9 and Channel 20, will in fact broadcast 20 Denver Nuggets games and 20 Colorado Avalanche games to be shown for free. Free, everybody, over the air on 9 News and Channel 20, so My 20. So this new subscription-based direct-to-consumer platform is coming in October, and they also have this streaming app called Altitude Plus, which will offer the Nuggets and Avalanche games that are exclusive and not on the national networks or for Channel 20 or Channel 9. So this is massive. We have been waiting for a streaming network. We are excited about this. It's going to be $19.95 a month if you want to subscribe to Altitude Plus. Again, if you want to watch on just Channel 20 and or Channel 9, it's free. You just only get 20 of those games. But this is really, really big, especially considering that the Avalanche and the Nuggets both have quite a few national games. So if you have not been able to watch these teams in the past years, this is really, really big. You can also get all of the local games for subscribers on DirecTV still, on DirecTV Stream, Fubo, and Spectrum TV. So this is massive, you guys. I wish that I could talk even more and more and more about it, but it's so good to finally be able to see and have everybody be able to tune in to watch these games. So I'm excited for them. Now, hopefully they can bring back a Stanley Cup and go win another championship for the Denver Nuggets. We'll talk about a guy that everybody kind of knows. He's a household name. He's gone through a lot in his career. Brett Favre. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in January after he began having trouble using his right arm, and he was unable to hold a screwdriver steady. That was kind of one of the final things that he started to know. So in a new interview, the Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback said he suspected something was wrong when his right arm would get quote unquote stuck. He said he didn't notice a decrease in strength, but was unable to hold a screwdriver with one hand. He notified his physician about the problem, and when he struggled to put on a jacket. That's tough. The fact that you can't hold a screwdriver, you're having trouble putting on some of your clothes, that definitely probably has an impact, right? So essentially, Favre claims that 5 Parkinson's specialists told him that they believed head trauma played a role in his developing of the disease. So in fact, kind of linking it back to the game of football, we obviously are wishing Brett Favre the best of luck as he deals now with Parkinson's. And of course, we've all loved seeing him. I know there's some people that are like Brett Favre. They don't like him because of how well he played. Let's just be real, right? We see a lot of that same stuff with Tom Brady as well. But we just wish him the best of luck now as he begins this next chapter of his life battling Parkinson's disease as well. And hopefully lives a long, healthy life as well on that side of things. So definitely tough news because, again, just a household name in Brett Favre, Pro Football Hall of Fame guy. So yeah, just quite the bummer, to be completely real with you guys. We'll move over to baseball now, though, because we do have Shohei Ohtani's historical 50th home run ball will be sold, in fact, at an auction. It just happened a few weeks ago, literally, I think last week. Time's flying by. But the fan who caught the home run ball contacted the New Jersey auction house, which will open bidding on the ball on Friday, September 27th, so tomorrow, and the opening bid is $500,000. So this fan, whoever caught the ball, said, you know what? This is a great looking baseball. So cool we caught it. Let's see how much money we can make off of it. The fact that the opening bid is $500,000 is pretty crazy. Ohtani made history by becoming the first member of the 50-50 club by hitting 50 home runs and stealing 50 bases. So that's where this 50th home run ball comes from, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. But the opening bid being $500,000, I'm like, how much are people going to bet on this ball? I will definitely be watching and keeping you guys updated because I just think it's pretty freaking crazy overall. $500,000 for a baseball and one that he's still playing in. Like, you could catch another one. Anyways, besides the point. We'll move on to the last story we got because you probably have heard about this drama. UNLV quarterback Matthew Sulka says he's sitting out the rest of the year in what appears to be a dispute over, get this, NIL money. Yeah, we figure we're probably going to see quite a few of these things come out. So in a statement posted to social media on Tuesday night, Sulka announced that he has decided to utilize his redshirt year and will not be playing in any additional games this season. He was very vague about his reasons, claiming only that certain representations that were made to me, which were not upheld after I enrolled. He transferred to UNLV from Holy Cross this season, and he has led the Rebels to their first 3-0 start in 40 years. He has 1 year remaining of NCAA eligibility. Wow. The fact, one, they're undefeated right now, and over this money, it sounds like things are not going to happen, and he's decided to sit out. I find this to be absolutely fascinating considering that they're off to such a hot start. I'm very curious. Again, I actually had somebody, I asked for things to like rant about today or to talk about on coffee break, and somebody said NIL money. And I have a feeling a lot of this stems from this because this was hot and heavy in the news yesterday. So really crazy overall. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, I love that you guys are all hanging out. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes NIL issues. Yes, indeed. It's a massive bummer, right? Like your teammates are counting on you, and I think that's it. I see somebody who says, "Hey, Rachel, would you sit out if you thought you were guaranteed money?" The thing about football is you are literally playing a team sport. There are so many other people that are depending on you. I can't imagine the amount of pressure. Yes, I get it. You were guaranteed money, and I see that, but there are so many other people who are like betting on you to go out there and to win and to play football. And at the end of the day, it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about playing. And like your next goal should be to get to the NFL. Like that should be your next goal. I don't know if that's possible for him. I've never seen any of his play, but overall, that should be that goal, not to go out there and make a lot of money. Trust me, I get it because it's a lot of money. I would love to make that kind of money, but just the amounts of pressure that it is to let down your teammates in a sense, especially when you're already having such a hot start. I don't know. I feel really weird about it. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see. I see the comments coming in about Brett Favre. Don't worry. I know there's also other reasons why people do not like Brett Favre, but one way or another, still dealing with Parkinson's, we obviously are wishing him the best of luck. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, tomorrow is my last day on the SWAT team, and my retirement day is on my birthday on Monday, the 30th. First of all, congratulations on your retirement. How absolutely amazing. That is incredible, Roy. So congratulations. Obviously wishing you the best of luck in this next season of life for you as well. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Badie runs like his cleats are on fire. I'm really pumped to see him this year, especially on Sunday. Like, right? You now got moved up to the 53. You really got to be able to make that extra move and see that you can stay on the 53-man roster. You're not replaceable. And he's really got a good chance right now to kind of become the starter if he wants to. Javonte and Jaleel are definitely struggling. So Sean clearly sees something. So that's incredible. This one hurts for sure. Just can't replace Alex. This is a massive, massive bummer for this entire team. I wish that I had like words. We were actually live yesterday on Coffee Break when this news broke, and I was just like, I couldn't believe it. That was the last person that I thought would have gotten hurt. Again, I thought Baron Browning was going to be out for longer, and that's why they brought in Quan Alexander. But of course, it ends up being Alex Singleton. Just a massive, massive blow to this defense. But now it's next man up mentality. Like, which starter already is going to be the guy that can now be able to communicate with everybody and be that type of captain on the field? Obviously, you have Pat Surtain, who is a captain, but he's just not very, I don't know. I don't feel like he's super outspoken, kind of like Alex is. He's more of a quiet, reserved guy. Maybe in the locker room it's a little bit different, but definitely such a bummer to lose Alex. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I love how everybody's saying, why not Mahomes? Okay, we don't wish injuries on anyone, everybody, but I get what point you're making. When will Bo Nix throw a touchdown? I know. I want to see him throw a touchdown so bad. We're happy that he's ran in a few. Will this be the week? I guess we'll find out. I will be doing my picks today on Coffee Break as well. I've been trying to do that every single week because I have been bad about it. But yeah, other ways, you guys. I see everybody just kind of chatting in the comments. I love it. I love that there's friendship down there. So I really, really appreciate it so much. I'm trying to just read any other ones to see if there's anything. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there's just like a lot. Like a lot of people are saying congratulations in the comments. So it's really, really fun. Are you in favor of NIL limits? I sure am. NIL is just a tough gig. I don't know what's going to happen in like the upcoming years. So I don't know if I'm a fan of limits. I haven't really put too much thought into it, if I'm being completely real to you. But yeah, there's just a lot of moving parts over there for sure. But it's going to do it for your Denver Sports Daily today. Coffee Break, myself. Let's just chat. Denver Nuggets Media Day is happening right now. So we'll have storylines coming out of that we must talk about. We'll do our picks for the week for football, and then we will see you guys tomorrow. Also, last thing right before I end, I think he's watching. Not sure about if he's watching, but one way or another, it is my fiance's birthday. So please wish him all of the happy birthdays in the comments, and I will see you guys at 12 p.m. Have a wonderful Thursday, everyone. Bye.